Homesteading. We're doing an unboxing on a Harris Farm Nature Right 360 incubator. Last year I bought the cheapest incubator on eBay and Amazon. It's a 7-egg incubator and I tried it. The first time didn't work. The second time it did work, but I only had 2 hatch. And you know, so the hatch rate was absolutely horrible on it. I did my research and it seems like this Harris Farm incubator is a pretty good incubator. So this one has a built-in candler, it has a built-in egg turner, it's fully automated, you just gotta put water in it. So that is what I need, and because this year I really need to have a lot of birds hatch out. It was sitting in the office for a little bit and then all of a sudden everything that happened in the world really made this incubator really important. So we are going to unbox this and I'm going to show you. Harris Farm Nature Right 360 incubator with built-in LED candler. Automatic egg turner, simulates hen hatching for higher hatch rate. Auto stop. Stops turning eggs 3 days before the hatch date. That is really awesome. I'm worried about when it's going to stop turning them because just before they hatch you got to stop turning the eggs. External water top up, easy water fill and humidity control. So basically you don't need to open this thing. You just fill the water from the outside and it does the rest. So it's pretty much fully automated. That was one of the big selling features for me. Oh, and by the way, this thing cost me about $175 American and about $30 to ship. So it wasn't cheap, but sometimes you get what you pay for. That Chinese 7-egg incubator really wasn't up to the task. Okay, so we're gonna open this. Okay, so you got some really good instructions. Piece of paper, that's one downside to it. Oh, this thing looks pretty cool. It's got a full digital display with push buttons. I see they even decided to put little holes, so probably if the moisture builds up, it'll actually come out the hole. Oh, there's the egg candler. I guess you lift them up and put them there. I was wondering how they were going to do that. It's got a vent that you can close a little bit. There. This thing looks pretty cool, for sure. So what do we have in here? Oh, this is a power supply. Looks really decently made, everything. So that's a good sign. That's all that's in there. Okay, so we're gonna take this tape off. It got scratched a little bit on either side, but you know what? As long as it's not broken, I'm okay with it. They really didn't have enough packing in this thing, but when we lift this off, that looks pretty sturdy, really. So there's a tray at the bottom, that's where the eggs sit on, and this egg turner has a little notch you line up with the shaft. And that goes there. We're gonna put this back on. You get the cord that comes from the egg turner and you plug it into the egg turner port. So you get the one that comes from your power supply and goes in the power supply port. Ooh, what happened there? Look at that. My gracious. Look at that, she sprung to life. How do you turn on the egg? Oh my gracious. That's awesome. This is a serious incubator. And down here's where you fill your tray with the water.
This thing is decently made. The only thing that I didn't like, it got scratched in shipping, but you know what? It doesn't affect its performance any. They probably should have put way more styrofoam or something in the box, but otherwise it is a really nice looking incubator.
I'm gonna go out and I'm gonna throw some straw in the nesting boxes, try to keep everything as clean as possible, so when I go and collect the eggs, they will be as clean as possible. So when we start incubating them, I won't have to wash them very much, because when a chicken lays an egg, it leaves a coating on it and keeps it from going bad. So I really don't want to have to wash them off too much or sterilize them before I put them in the incubator. They say you end up with a better hatch rate that way, and you know what, they're probably right. So that's about enough for today, and you guys have a good one.